Hi Libra, and welcome to your May predictions reading. We're going to get straight into it for all my Libra Sun Moon risings. If you're not a Libra and you're here checking in on a Libra that you're interested in, you're more than welcome to stay. I just need you to know as a cross watcher that I'm a very honest reader. So you may hear or see something that you do not like. Before we get into it, I'm filming outside. I'm using natural lighting, so I don't know what this is going to look like, but I'll do my best in editing to make it a bit brighter if I have to. I'm going to start by shuffling an oracle card from this deck for you, Libra. This oracle card will tell us the main theme that your sign can expect to experience in the month of May. This will be a general predictions reading. I'll be doing a love reading in the middle of May. However, I do have another love reading for you from the middle of April to the middle of May, so I'm going to include that at the beginning and end of your reading. So Libra, please Spirit, what is the main theme Libra can expect to experience in the month of May? What is the main theme Libra can expect to experience in the month of May? Do you hear that rain starting up again? Interesting. Okay, the card that came out for you has a lot to do with the water as well. We have Blue Howlite, which is connected to the water element. Also Scorpio, the number 16, the root chakra, and that cathartic yoga pose in the corner. So, as a theme, sweetheart, there's energies of transformation. There's energies of like a really lusting energy here, actually, a very compelling energy, something that's really pulling you. There is also an energy here of success. I feel like with the number 16, I can't ignore the fact that in order to become successful, we got to tear something down first. In order to really be successful in the month of May, we may have had to really fight to get there, or we may have really persevered or put in the hard work to get there. This rain has just come out of nowhere. So Libra, I do sense an energy of cleansing. I can't ignore all the water here. Water for me is a very cleansing energy. And I feel like we're trying to stay ready and receptive towards new beginnings and towards new opportunities in May as well. So let's get into tarot and we'll see how that translates to your week by week analysis. Starting with week 1, what can Libra expect to experience in week 1 of May, please, Spirit? Okay, we have a Wands card coming out. So the thing about Scorpio is that it's one of its rulers, its first ruler, I believe, was Mars before Pluto. And this energy is very Marsy, very Aries Mars. We have the Two of Wands reversed for you. So in that first week of May, I see us at a crossroads here. The Two of Wands makes me think that either you've committed yourself to a journey that you're no longer wanting to be a part of, and you're backtracking a little bit and going, wait a minute, can I still choose right because I'm not happy with where left is taking me? I apologize for all that background noise. And then the other thing with the Two of Wands reversed is you may be feeling stuck in a situation like you have no options, no way out. And that is where I see you really trying to make something happen for yourself. Man, if you could see what I'm seeing, my whole backyard is just gyrating to this rain. It is insane. So a lot of masculine energy here in the first week for you. A lot of energy of wanting to make something happen, almost forcing something to happen. And I feel you really trying not to give up here, trying not to accept no as an answer, and trying to really make something happen for yourself. Spirit, what is the main challenge in that first week of May for Libra? Yeah, it feels like you really want this new road to open up for you. You really want this new road to open up for you. Your challenge here is to not get too ahead of yourself with the Knight of Wands showing up. The Knight of Wands is saying that some of y'all are rushing. Some of you are being a bit impulsive, only in the sense where you're chasing your passion and you're not thinking about where this is going to lead you. That Knight of Wands can be a bit of a reckless character. It's not an ideal character, but it's a very passionate character. So, I mean, I think that what's going on here is just don't let your passion end up taking you somewhere that, you know, your logic is saying, sweetheart, you should have thought twice, you know. So let's get some advice for week 1 for Libra, please, Spirit. The advice that I'm seeing for you is the Mask, which is the number 11. No, it's not. 61. The Mask over here. So as an advice card, it's almost asking for you to compartmentalize things in your life, to kind of separate this from that, to remove personal from business, for example. The other reason that I could see the Mask being here as advice is because it's encouraging you to look at how this situation is steering you into one specific direction, almost like you need to put like tunnel vision goggles on and really focus on what you're not seeing, because you're like a determined bull and you're only seeing red, and Spirit's like, but the answer is in green. So if you only see red, you're not seeing the whole picture. So that's what I'm thinking here, is that like you're not paying attention to the bigger, what all of these sort of challenges are truly trying to highlight to you in week 1. Let's move forward now to week 2, Libra. What is happening for Libra in week 2 of May, Spirit? What is happening for Libra in week 2? What is happening for Libra in week 2? There we go. The first card that came out didn't really flip, but the second one did. So we have the King of Wands coming out for you in the upright. Libra, you have a lot of fire energy within you. You're really determined in the first half of May. The second week is seeing you as someone that's very strategic. You're planning. You're trying to allocate, or at least, what's the best way? It reminds me of someone who has like a lot of inspiration, and they're trying to really plan this out and figure out how to make the most out of this creative or inspirational energy. You're really trying to make sure that while you've got this passion stirring, you're making the most out of this energy. I see you creating here in the second week. I see some of you really tuning into your creative energy, while others of you are planning for something in your future here. This King of Wands is saying that there is a passionate masculine energy around you in that second week as well. And I see this masculine energy guiding you by connecting you more to your kind of, how does this work? Connecting you more to your masculine energy as well. They have a weird way of doing it though. Take this if it resonates. It's very specific. But I'm seeing a masculine energy referencing past mistakes, experiences, losses, and saying we got to use that as fuel. We're not letting that happen again. Let's learn from it. Let's grow from it. Let's hustle. Let's go. And there's like this. That's their compassionate way of doing it, is that they don't want you to go back to those places. But yeah, it's an interesting way of doing it, bringing up these things. Let's have a look at your challenge in that second week of May, please, Spirit, for Libra. Interesting. I'm going to shuffle that again because the card that I picked flipped over and it didn't reveal itself properly. What is the challenge? We got 2 cards. I'll take them. In the second week, your main challenge here is the Wheel of Fortune and the 3 of Wands. So we have more fire energy. The Wheel of Fortune is upright. The 3 of Wands is reversed. So where to from here is your challenge. Where to from here? Honestly, with the Wheel being here, maybe you're not thinking big enough. Maybe you're not taking into account the possibilities that the universe may throw at you. Because even though your logical mind is seeing A, B, C, the universe knows everything, and energy is so transmutable, especially when you are open to creating. So I do believe that a challenge here is going with the flow and simply allowing your energy to expand before you, not restricting it, and allowing it to kind of be open to new opportunity, because I see the past coming back here in the second week and potentially casting a shadow over your optimism. I apologize for the camera quality. Let us get some advice for you now, Libra, in that second week. What is the overall advice for Libra in the second week, please, Spirit? What is the overall advice? This rain is like, I mean, I love it. I love rain, but not when you have a microphone and you need to pick up audio. It's just not fun. We have the thread as your advice. So the thread is also the number 70. I had to think about that. The number 70. So, wow. The thread is your advice. It's kind of like feeling your way through the darkness here. It really is. You've kind of just got to hold on to what you have and just really go with the flow here and appreciate that the universe has your back. Your advice is to trust what you know and to surrender to the process, because I do see you encountering a situation where there are a lot of unknown variables, or there's just certain things that you should not be worried about. It does not need to be a part of your cone of awareness. There's no point stressing about it. Focus on this creative energy, create with this creative energy, allow it to expand, and try not to stress out about the fact that something from your past is causing you fear, or it's holding you back from really embracing this. It's time to move, basically. It is. It's time to move forward into something new. Let's have a look at your third week here with May. I do think that learning from your past could be helpful, like, you know, practically gaining little bits of wisdom and inspiration from what went wrong. But I think it's unhelpful for you to project those previous losses into your future situation, because it's just limiting your scope of creation. What's going on in the third week of May for Libra, please, Spirit? We have the Two of Pentacles coming out for you in the reverse position. Two of Pentacles in this deck also has more of a fiery energy. We've got Capricorn and Jupiter on this card. So in your third week with that card reverse, we're not coping with our routine. There's something that feels out of control or out of balance. It feels like we may have been thrown a curveball here in week 3, something that we're not accounting for. We have to manage, and it comes down to our time management as well. This could be as simple as getting out of routine in terms of your morning routine and what you do in the morning to make yourself feel good and ready for the day. Or it could be a curveball, like all of a sudden you're sick, and instead of being able to do this, and this week, you've got to take Wednesday off to heal. Thursday should be very tentative, and then Friday is when you can get back into your business. Whatever this has to do with, the Two of Pentacles reversed is saying that your schedule is out of whack here in week 3, and it's mostly because we're being thrown a curveball, something we weren't expecting. And I believe it's linked to your daily routine, just as a hint. It's nothing catastrophic that's going to cause long-term effects. Once the week is over, I feel like you're not even going to be worried about it. What is that main challenge in week 3 for Libra in May, Spirit? Main challenge. Hi. We have the Five of Swords coming out for you. It is reversed. And on this Five of Swords, we have a beautiful manta ray as well. So beautiful imagery, but with that card reversed, I don't know if I like it more or less. For that position in your third week, I see the main challenge here is communication and staying on top of your communication as you experience these changes or these curveballs. I think you've got to be very honest about your situation and just communicate clearly about what it is that you're struggling with, what it is that you're going through, just so that the people that you're working with or dealing with are fully aware of your circumstances. I see the Five of Swords reversed as a win-lose situation. The challenge here is making sure that you're the winner, because you've been clear, you've been transparent, you've been communicative. So if anybody else wasn't there to pick up the ball on their end, then that's on them, right? Clear communication here is your challenge, because it could get down to he said, she said, you know, and it could be as simple as you were trying to call in sick to work, but so-and-so didn't give that message to the boss. So maybe to ensure that doesn't happen, you ask to speak directly to the boss. Don't trust that coworker. A misunderstanding here due to a miscommunication in the third week. So what is the advice overall for that third week for Libra? We have the Starborn, which is the number 3. We're looking at fertility here, some growth. We're looking at resting. We're looking at self-love, self-care. There's a lot of focus on just taking care of yourself in week 3. So it does make me think that something is happening that forces you to slow down, and it forces you to re-examine your priorities in week 3. And you're going to have to be very careful about what you give your energy to. You're going to have to prioritize your own healing, your own self-care, especially if you're a parent. It's going to be tricky, but you need to make yourself a priority here, because you're basically setting yourself up for those future engagements, future events, future Commitments. I feel like you're usually quite busy, Libra, so you need to take care of yourself and give yourself some time off here in week 3. Let's move forward to week 4. What is happening in week 4 for Libra, please, Spirit? Okay, we got 2 cards that wanted to come out. That's interesting. We have the Star and Temperance in week 4. So we've got the number 17 and the number 14 here. We just had the Star born. So I do think that week 4 of May is a big deal. I think that last week of May, you may be in the spotlight a little bit, or you may have a big moment happening where you've really got to kind of pull it together and just sort of put on a certain face. The other thing is, this may not necessarily need to be such a public event. For some of you, it feels like you're presenting yourself to the public with that Star energy and that Temperance energy. It's like you just have to like get yourself ready and then show face, you know? But for others of you, the Star card is talking about healing, and the Temperance card is also referencing healing. And it's just talking about pulling yourself together and getting into a position to shine again, to be your best self again, and to start looking at your circumstances as individual again, separating yourself from others and looking at yourself as who you are, an individual. Temperance is also encouraging you to have the strength to balance things out in week 4. You may be playing mediator, some of you, because of that strength energy, Spirit's saying. But I do see Scorpio also influencing that Temperance card. Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn here in Temperance. Powerful opportunity. I see mediation, I see healing, I see an opportunity to kind of get some guidance, some information. It's a big week. That May week is quite significant. Seems to be some powerful conversations you'll be having in that 4th week of May, even if it's just on the internet with that Star card via email. What is the main challenge in week 4 for Libra, Spirit? What is that main challenge? We have the 4 of Pentacles showing up here in the upright position. So your main challenge is actually to let go. Some of you are trying to play mediator towards other people's problems, and Libras are usually very good at mediating. But is it your problem? Is it your responsibility? With the 4 of Pentacles, hold on to what is yours and release what isn't. An issue here is being too frugal as well. So it's a fine line of knowing that boundary and understanding why you should invest your energy, your time. Why is it important for you to do this? Why should you hold back? You know, I feel like you're dancing with your boundaries here and your resources, and the most sought after resource is time, really. We can't replace it once we've spent it. So what is the advice here in week 4 for Libra? Week 4, we have the offering. I see this as a peace offering. I see this as some of you trying to play the bigger sort of person. The offering is also showing the moon. So some of you may have to just accept what it is that you have for what it is that you have. Try not to expect much more. It feels like you have to just gain closure or peace or healing based on what you know, even though it feels very limited with that moon energy there. It feels like you're not quite getting the whole picture, but it's like you have to accept it. And I see some of you, with that being your advice card, making an offering and extending a kind gesture to someone, making amends, trying to heal something. So take that as it resonates, but it does feel like an extension, like a peace offering here in your 4th week of May. Libra, that is what I'm seeing for you when it comes to May month predictions. I hope this reading has been helpful and given you a very in-depth idea of what you can expect. I hope the advice resonates more as the month progresses. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising if you feel you have more messages about the month of May. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I shall connect with you very, very soon. Bye!